Yo, we back on the couch talk, bro. Well, we on the desk now.
I know this
The
right
couch,
now.
the couch is over there.
The couch is over there. Y'all remains to be seen, but this is table talk.
Table talk.
It's not a red.
Not red table.
It's
Brown table talk.
Bro, not the red table talk. But this is Stuck in the Middle podcast, man. We back at it. Couch talk ain't happening in a minute. Had a couple guests,
Right.
but with COVID and everything, we had to make some adjustments. That's why we are here.
No mask.
No man. I mean, we still socially
We
distant.
still, a little
Mask
bit, but
on.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
very-
I see you.
Got the mask, I still strapped, I still ready.
Oh,
Charles,
God.
you are hosting this, bro. Over to you.
Hey man, it's been a minute. Welcome back to the couch talk, man. I'm joined by a good guest of ours, Dr. Fem Dizzle,
Gee,
new author.
gee.
So you got your book here with us.
Gee.
You'll hear more on that.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we recording with him tomorrow on the book. I'm manifesting my queen essence.
Gee.
Hey.
How y'all doing? Thanks for having me, man. I'm no guest. I've been here
Yeah,
a lot. These are my brothers. So thank you for welcoming me back.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Man, anytime, man.
I know the people been
So-
saying that they wanted a couch talk for a while, so let's give them what they want.
Maybe it's therapeutic for them during COVID. Ain't
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Let's help them out.
So let's kick it off like this, man. Recently I've been seeing that there's been a lot of social media gatherings, postings of people getting engaged, and it just had me thinking of
Bro,
few
it's
questions.
like a surge, bro.
I know. I mean, you being one of the most recent. Congratulations.
Thank you, my brother.
No worries. As you know, we're thinking through that thought process. The first question that came to mind is, as a man, do we have checklists for women, or is there a list of requirements that women have to meet before I say, let me go get this ring? Is that what you did, Flex?
I feel like if you don't know six weeks into the relationship, then you know what I'm saying, like what it is exactly, like
Why 6? Why not 7? Why not 5? Why 6?
because brothers, you know what I'm saying, take 2 years, bro. Waste the lady's time, waste your time.
We know.
You know what I'm
I'm saying
saying?
why just 6? That's it.
6?
A month and a half.
Yeah, that's enough time to say, you know what, I'm about to build this person long term, and I'm about to bust that question.
A lot can change after 6 weeks. I think there's someone that can do it.
A lot can change. A lot. Yeah, that's right.
A whole lot could change this.
So for you though, what's like, a couple things where it's like, you know what?
Oh, for me.
First of all, are you even thinking about it? Are you one of them that's like, I ain't never want to get married?
No. Of course. I'm a family man, brother. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm big on friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, let's say if it's somebody that's new, it's different if you're dating your friend, right? Somebody you've already had a bond or relationship with. But if it's somebody maybe that you don't, to develop that quality of friendship foundation might take more than 6 weeks. So that is a big key for me. I'm big on respect. I'm big on, compatibility. Maybe, of course, you're not going to share every single value, but maybe on the important things.
Mm-hmm.
Just to name a few, there are definitely things that I look for. I will hope there's some things that everyone looks for, because if you just going based on, I like you, you like me, I feel for you.
Do you think it varies men to women or person to person? What that checklist may be?
Of course. I'm certain it varies, because there's different things we all want out of life. What he wants, what he requires in a mate might be different from you and me. And, a lot of that is shaped by our experiences, our upbringing. We all from different places, our cultures, so many different factors, I think, come into play when it comes to that. Even our faith or our religion.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a person of faith, you might require somebody that is of the same faith. And if you're not, then you may be like, I don't really care about that. That you can meet a perfect girl, but maybe if she don't share his faith, that could be the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Where maybe for you, if you're not a person of faith, you like, shoot, she perfect. I don't really care too much about her religion. You good to go. So yeah, there's so many different things that I think it varies from people to people.
What's the one thing for you where it's like, yo, I ain't break. You know what I'm saying? Like I need this from you to be able to say, you know, I want to lock this down for forever.
I mean, honestly, I think over the years, being in a relationship I've been in, I think the biggest thing was just communication, just being able to be open with the person and share how you feel intimately without, fearing the worst. I think a lot of times people overlook that little aspect and can be the detriment to your relationship. So just being able to just have someone to be open and honest with and just communicate, your innermost feelings towards them and, not fearing of any sort of backlash, I think is what's most important.
Yeah, I think that is beyond important.
Communication.
Yeah, or just that openness and that trust that you guys have to like be able to handle each other's truth and each other's vulnerability. Because what he just expressed in terms of being able to share without the fear of backlash, I think a lot of men have that. And that's why I think a lot of times some brothers just tend not to share. Because it's man, I don't want to share because she may take it a certain way, and then I think a lot of men get labeled as they don't communicate. And I think sometimes it's the underlying reason why they're not sharing. They will sometimes share with their bros or in the group chat or maybe even with a close homegirl or whatever, but it's like that's not doing your relationship any good if you're unable to share with that person because that's the person you're supposed to be doing life with. But then because you're not sharing to that person, and especially if they're sharing with you, it seems like one-sided, and it can cause a lot of issues because she could be like, you're not giving, you're not doing this, and you're like, man, I want to, but the times I have, you're gonna go off and you're gonna assume, and
Yeah, man.
it can be dicey, my brother.
I know. It definitely can, man. I think we've all been there and experienced that at one point in time, and I think the biggest thing is how you adjust. You know what I'm saying? But not to stray too far away from the topic at hand. I mean, do you feel like there's certain values? Well, let me not say values, but what is the one thing that I think all men should share in common when saying, this is the reason why I should propose to a woman or to whoever it may be? Because in today's society, it may not be a woman. We haven't gotten there. So I'm gonna look at the man that has and say, was there one thing that you found in common with other brothers, not just yourself, that have recently gotten engaged that you said, that was the reason why. I knew then that because she did this.
Oh, you talking about from the lady?
Yeah, I mean, is there something that she showed you overall? And like I said, I don't know, maybe in conversation, in passing, just in discussion that you may have had with any other person similar to you in your situation that would say, yo, you know what, my lady did the same thing, and I felt like that was time.
Dang, that's a tough question because I think everybody's relationship is different, bro. You know what I mean? Like for me, I think it just comes down to a point where you're like, yo, I can really do life with this person for a long time. You know what I mean? I personally didn't. Maybe it happens to other people, but I personally didn't have like a conversation with other people. Like, dang, he did this because of that. I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely it's a culture. In a subculture. I would say a culture in a subculture. The subculture being like Christianity, where people's like, dang, such and such, they're all married. Should I better get married because I'm the only single one now?
Yeah, you was like a groomsman in like 20 weddings.
I don't been groomsman in a whole lot of weddings, bro. I retired. I had to come out of retirement, bro.
I see.
I'm charging now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but for me, it was like she showed a lot of difference. First of all, in the communication aspect, and she was easy. She is easy to learn because her relationship is like let me make sure y'all can see my, you know what I'm saying? See how I verbalize the words. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the relationship is growing, bro. Like, you constantly learn that person. I think she is easy to learn and easy to adjust to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy for example, you know, people take the whole five love language thing. It's different when you take it and somebody say, "Oh, I'm, words of affirmation," but when it hit you, like when you say, "Oh, that's what they love," you love them different. He was just listening to a Clubhouse thing where it's like it's love a noun or action verb, but you know what I mean? Like when somebody really show you to love you, bro, it's different, my brother. You put ring on it.
So you saying, you know, your wife, she made it easy for you to love her.
Yeah.
She showed you, she walked the walk, she talked the talk.
Yeah.
So you had to be a fool not to put a ring on.
Facts.
You know, and I say that to everybody. You know, make it easy, men and women. Make it easy for your significant other. Like, I think a lot of us maybe it's because a lot of people may not have seen positive representation of love and relationships. Maybe it's because the media romanticizes these like toxic relationships or these struggle loves that you know what I'm saying, that people try to they don't want to be vulnerable and they want to have the upper up in the relationship, and that is not making it easy for your significant other. Like, yeah, if your goal is that you want to do life together, I mean, if your goal is you want to play the field, then do what you do. But if you really want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, if that's the goal, take your time, relax. You know, don't be afraid, don't be shy. You know, get to the loving, man. Be kind, be caring, be thoughtful. You know, all those positive things. Right. Exude it. Exactly. And hopefully your spouse, the one you are courting, dating, they exude the same. And y'all gonna enjoy peace, man. I think peace is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. Facts.
So, at what point should men discuss their intentions with a woman? You know, I think a lot of times
it's tricky.
Right, because
it's a tricky one, yo.
Because, you know, if you come off the gate, you know, first of all, you have to battle getting the attention.
Yeah, you're gonna be locked
and the
in.
consistency.
Facts.
Right? Once you get past then, and if they start taking you serious, you start taking them serious. You say 6 weeks. After 6 weeks,
I say you should know.
You should know after 6 weeks. But then when should you share after those 6 weeks?
For me, like the first date is an interview. Like the first date is like, bro, I need to know everything, and I'm asking every and anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming. I probably older than me. You hit this text weekend, but I'm looking up questions. I done been on dates and I had questions.
You had 21 questions,
bro. I had 2021 questions, bro. I don't been on dates. You know what I'm saying? It's an interview, but it's tricky. The reason why I say it's tricky because like if you start discussing like, you know what I'm saying, like ring size and you know, type of ring and all that
on the first date.
No. I'm saying like he said when. I'm not saying first date.
Oh,
you're gonna be locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's already
thinking she found the one.
Exactly, and you know what I'm saying. Next thing you know, so it's like you got to take your time with them joints. You should know, but it don't mean you should discuss.
Yeah. Now, when you say intentions, you mean like your intention, period, or when you feel like you're ready to take that next step?
Well, I think a lot of times with conversations with women, I think they expect for that conversation to be had. And what I've seen is that...
She's shaking her head.
What I've seen is that a lot of times men aren't eager to have those discussions, right? Yeah. We just want to go with the flow.
Yeah.
See how it goes. If we vibe, I'm cool. You don't have to put labels, titles, anything.
But I think you want to go with the flow when you still trying to figure things out. I mean, once you ready to be like, yo, I don't want no other possibility of no one else, you know what I'm saying, possibly swooping in. Or if you feel like, I think our dynamic is peaceful enough that we can enjoy our days and we can vibe and possibly grow together. I think a guy wouldn't mind unless if he's the type of guy that maybe enjoys the attention of multiple women.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you enjoy the attention of multiple women, then you might be hesitant because it's like, why would you do that? Then you would just cause problems for yourself. But
Yeah, man.
if you don't do that, then technically you're not exclusive. Technically you can get away with more. But if you are like a one woman type of guy, and if you feel like everything is where you want, I think that guy will step up and have that conversation. Especially if you feel like she feels the same way and she's showing you that positive attention. But definitely not in the beginning phases because I'm still exploring you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you. I don't know if you're somebody I want to commit to. So like, you know,
I feel like that explore stage been drawing out though. People
I
like, I'm
mean,
still exploring 3 years to
4 years into
It's
committed.
So let me ask
Is
you.
it committed?
Well, my man said 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for you, what do you say?
I say 6 months.
Okay.
Honestly, I've always been a 6-month philosophy type of person. I feel like the first 3 months, in any situation, not just a relationship, in any situation is always a happy time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get that brand new job. You love that job for 3 months out of the year. It's great. You know, benefits is good. You're getting paid. So on time, then your boss starts whispering in your ear, starts talking a little bit more, starts writing you up for little things. Right, same way in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Those first 3 months are great, and then after those 3 months, those are when the challenging periods come. Those are when I don't really like this person because they do this. This kind of rubs me off the wrong way.
They smack the gun.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Everyone has their vices or their things that bother them, right? So after, I say if in any situation it can go past 6 months, then you can continue to go on for the rest of your life. I don't think that.
So how long do you wait before you got any more of them questions?
Yeah, I got more.
I mean, see, I think that's more realistic for me.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. For me, it's more so. I say 8 to 14 months, but I'm very okay with 6 months. And even when I say 8, it can be less than that.
Mm-hmm.
It can be 6. Good. It can even be 4.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But we're saying like on an average.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? 6 weeks is
short.
It's a little short.
Flex got a short leash.
And
well, not anymore.
And I had a dynamic with a young lady way back when, way back in the past, that was moved a little fast.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of me, of course. It was because of her.
Mm.
Like she's ready. She feeling it. We have mutual friends. Well, her family member I was cool with, so that was the additional pressure there to do right by their family member. And she's like, I really like you. I was dealing with somebody, but they're in the past. I'm ready to, what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. But me being the person with my philosophy, even though I was giving them the positive attention, I still did not put all my eggs in that basket just because it was moving too fast. Mm-hmm. And that's just not something I agree with. And lo and behold, it crashed within less than 2 months.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, what I'm saying? Like, you would know.
Right. It crashed.
Yeah. I have a question, right? Yeah. So I see all these young brothers getting, been in relationships for a while.
Flex.
I don't know how, men tend to be in a relationship for a while before they finally go get their ring.
Of course.
Do you feel like in general men are afraid to give women 100%?
Try. Flex.
Have you given,
Is she over there shaking her head like, yeah?
Men are scared to give 100%?
Are you scared, my bro?
To give 100% to a woman?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared to say when it comes to love, I'm a sucker for love, man. I give my all, and that's, what I'm saying. It has its pluses and its negatives. Because I don't, people be like, oh, love is 50-50. I think it's 100-100. You know what I'm saying? Because I want 100,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna give you 100.
Yeah, because you come with your 100.
Yeah.
And then she comes with her 100. So it's 100-100.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be 100.
Yeah. So are you saying what's the
but a lot of times, most people don't come with the 100.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the issue with a lot
What
of
is
love.
the issue though? Why do people don't come with 100?
Because of
Because
there's trauma.
Traumas.
We have a therapy in the building. The book is there's a lot of healing in this book. What are you hearing? What are people saying?
That's why. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming. I like you. You look good. You got a nice job. You know what I'm saying? You have a nice derriere. You like to cook. You travel. Bam! I'm sold. I'm in love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not knowing. Now we are in love. We are dating. We are caught. You have some insecurities. You have some trust issues. You have some traumas stems from your relationship with maybe your father or your mother. Now we are not dealing with surface level. Surface is, bam, they look good, they got degrees, they go to church.
Mm-hmm.
Surface level stuff. But the depth, the everyday, it's like, man, babe, I'm working, we got this team meeting. It's going on for 2 hours. I'm 2 hours more, then we got this. What you mean team meeting? You normally off at this time. What's going on? Are you with another woman? And not just women do that. Brothers deal with this stuff too.
Yeah, more than women.
Oh, that's just your homeboy? That's your brother? You sure? This, you know what I'm saying? Relationships, you say it's supposed to be 100 year ideally, but we don't see that a lot, and that's why a lot of couples. That's why a lot of couples have challenges.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? That's the issues that I think a lot of couples have. That leads to difficulties. That leads to breakups and things of that nature.
Right. We're gonna have to see that.
Yeah. Let me make some space for my good brother Raheem.
Rice and stew?
Yeah.
Radio Raheem.
Rice and stew?
Man, he's coming in. He'll be joining us shortly.
That's my Brody, man.
Yeah, and it actually has me thinking. I feel like a lot of times men can sometimes have more insecurities than women.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I think a lot of brothers got a lot of insecurities. I do couples counseling, and I see it. You know what I'm saying? Especially, whether it's finance, whether it's career stuff, whether it's even past hurt that they, encounter from a relationship, but men will suppress that joint. Because, to admit it is like,
it's a sign of weakness.
A sign of weakness. You got it. So you suppress it. Put on this front, man, ain't nothing, she a B, whatever. But it's like, man, that thing hurt that brother. It pained him so much. You know what I'm saying? Now it's playing out because now he worried with his new girl, all that that pain, that hurt that he never dealt with and addressed. Now the new woman, she's gonna suffer because he's accusing her of these things that she didn't do and.
It's Radio Raheem in the building. Rice and stew. Welcome.
They got seats.
Take a seat, man. Feel comfortable.
Charles, you're gonna have the angle.
What's going on?
Rice.
Yeah, man.
Rice. My man got his.
Welcome to the Couch Talk, Table Talk edition.
I said you got your manners. I love it, man.
Hey, man, you gotta secure the money.
You know how it is, man.
Yeah.
Raheem, why you feel like what's the question?
Still.
You know what? How do you feel about?
Oh, they got the same case.
No, I have like a little.
Oh, that's a 12. Y'all brothers got money.
How do you feel like men or women are afraid to come into a relationship with 100%?
What do you mean? Oh, like 100%.
Giving that 100%.
Have your seat.
Bro,
Have your seat.
that's a clubhouse question, bro. Bro, I must be talking 12 hours.
Yo.
I be at work. I be checking emails, doing stuff.
Hey, man.
Bro, and I'll come back and they're still talking. I'm like, bro, y'all been talking since like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's like
1 a.m.
But I log off at like 5:30 and they're still talking. Don't get me wrong. I like the content. I like yesterday, me and Mitty were in the sneaker room where it was like sneakers from the DMV. We're not talking about.
We are talking about love.
No, I'm just saying. No, this is yeah. I'm just talking about like the content. You like I was in the stock room the other day. Like just whatever you wanna.
You love Clubhouse too much.
No, not like some of those people that talk about the same thing
Forever.
all day for free.
Why do you feel like people are hesitant to commit?
First of all, it's a long question, bro. I don't think it's like
Give us your expertise. We need.
I don't think it's a straightforward answer. I mean, everybody got different experiences, different trauma. Everybody's seen different things. Like for me, I wouldn't go by either of my parents' relationships. I wouldn't use either of those. Not that
as a staple of love.
Yeah, I mean, I love my parents, but I just seen.
So it takes longer to find something that's other than what you're used to.
I wouldn't say like longer. I just think like when you've seen certain things, you want to just try to avoid it. So you want to take steps to.
So how long do you think it's enough time to know like, okay, I'm about to spend the rest of my life with this person, or I'm gonna commit, I'm gonna propose, and
there's no timetable. Again,
I said 6 weeks. He said 6 months. He said 8 to 10 months. 8 to 14 months.
Yeah, I say at least before I commit.
What are you talking about? Commit like I want to be with them for a long time.
Yeah, before you make somebody like your girlfriend.
Oh no, I would say 6 months to a year.
Before you make them your girl, yeah,
So wait,
no, minimum 6 months to make her your girl. But you're not wasting her time. Like
exactly.
Like you probably know by month 3 you're gonna make her your girlfriend anyway. But
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But again, you can't. So that's the problem. You can't quantify it.
No, this man said. So wait, by 6 weeks you knew she was gonna be your wife, or
6 weeks?
Are you talking about your girl? It's different. Like.
No,
I want to be in a relationship versus
I want to.
So before, were you saying by 6 weeks you knew she was going to be your wife?
Nah, I'm talking like committed long-term relationship.
So your girlfriend?
Yeah.
So by 6 weeks you knew.
By 6 weeks, if you don't know, I don't know what you.
1 month and 1 half.
Are you asking me based off my experience?
Yeah.
All of these are always your experiences. That's what you bring to the table.
Well, I'm saying, are you talking current or previous?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Whatever.
Like if you were to, just boom, Ibrahim as a person. How long do you think you need?
Like generally speaking,
for me, it's usually 4 to 6 months. Like that's been my average.
Dang.
Roughly.
Yeah. What the hell? That's realistic.
It's not really like talking.
You gotta give them time to show you the bad side, bro.
No, the problem is. No, hear me out.
You don't know that in 6 weeks.
The problem is people hide. Even in those 6 months, the baby will be forming.
And that's why I said
it's to 14. Bro, I've seen it. I'm not saying I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot of my show. I'm only 32, but I've seen.
Yeah, for me, it's different in this sense because it's different experiences. I care about different things. It's like, for me, philosophy is like your worldview. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the badness and other stuff is like.
It's minor.
Not minor, but it's like under that. It's like, for me, philosophy and worldview is like, if I can't even get past that, we don't got nothing to talk about.
Sometimes you can be clouded by that, though.
Bro, I would know. First time.
Infatuation.
First, I need one conversation with you to know if I ever want to be a friend.
I've been in situations where I overlook it.
Of course you are. Because you infatuate.
Yeah. Like I've been in situations. That's not always the case. Like,
no, I'm talking, but that's a situation that you don't want to be with that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, long term.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that's just friendship.
Yeah, I can make that distinction. Like, pretty.
But I'm talking like a woman. It's like, okay, I done seen this junk, whether it's on Instagram, whatever, or, met someplace. It's like, dang, she bad. Let me see what's there. Then, you know what I'm saying? I start switching gears. But if it's just friendship, I can overlook some stuff.
But I also feel like for dudes, for me at least, I feel like the older I've gotten, I'm able to.
The more you're compromising.
The more I'm able to pull the plug quicker once I start saying stuff. Yeah. I don't like even. I also feel like women do that too. The more they mature too, is like once I start seeing stuff that's alarming, I don't be trying to like
see a red flag.
Yeah, I don't be trying to like.
You get out.
not even get out. I don't be trying to make excuses for her, like, oh, whatever. I'm just like, nah, I can't do this.
That's it.
So you let him down easy, or you just?
Bro, I tell you straight up.
I know you tell him straight up. Like,
Nah, he's better than me. I was a serial ghoster.
Yo.
Yeah, you know,
My man is a
serial ghoster.
Yo. Got funny good.
You got friendly good. Here's trauma. You talk about trauma. You feel like you got some people that you got to reach out to and be like, yo, listen, I'm sorry the way I.
No, I went to I grew up like I ghosted somebody like 2 years ago, and then like maybe like a few months after.
In the DMV?
Yeah.
You know this place is small. Bro, you turn the corner, you had everybody else.
No, it don't bother me. But I apologize, and the person forgave me. For me, I've never apologized for ghosting. So for me, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm growing up because I was like, okay.
So did you apologize because you tried to talk to her again?
No, I apologize.
To move forward.
No, I genuinely felt bad.
Why would you need to move? You already ghosted her.
Not for him.
You exited her
He
life.
felt like she was hurting or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, so how long were y'all talking for you to ghost her and for her to feel hurt?
Dang.
Was it
that's a
4
good
months?
question.
Nah, not even.
It had to have been at least 4 months.
Nah, it wasn't even that long.
Bro, them AKA, I'm saying, let me share. Some girls who catch feelings.
I mean, you know, Raheem the Dream.
Not. You was entertained.
But we know he's Mr. Rice and Stew.
Don't gas.
You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to this. So
What's that supposed to mean, bro?
I'm guessing
You are popping out here.
You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm
a regular human.
maybe
being.
she was.
Have you popping?
Maybe she had dreams of being Miss Rice and Stew. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
What you got, man?
yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Fellas, I have a crazy question, and there's a young lady in the room who can feel free to chime in, right? And I would love to hear her thoughts. I already know her thoughts, but it's not going to be much different. Should women accept the cheating disposition of a man?
You're asking me as a man?
As a man.
Should women accept that a man is cheating on her?
Not that a man is cheating. I don't think every man cheats.
You talking about that he has a...
I'm just saying that as I've gotten older, through my conversations with certain women expect for a man to cheat.
A lot of women
do.
That's it.
Right. So is it they should just naturally accept it,
That's sad.
or they should just be under the impression that no, what my man shows me is what my man gives.
No. Get out and run.
I mean, if you're
so there's levels to it, right? There's people that willingly cheat, right? And then there's somebody who gets in a compromising position and they're tempted and they fall. That's different from somebody
we fall down.
going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I know there's difference.
There's a difference. I think on one hand, the person that kind of gets in a compromising position, I feel like there's grace for that person. Like they can reconcile, they can figure out, because we've seen numerous examples of that. Now on the flip side, the person that
is a habitual
cheater. That's a habitual cheater, doesn't care. Now she gotta there's no
accepting that.
Yeah, don't.
You just gotta find a match
So,
at that point.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
I think that question splits into two, right? Is how many times does a woman get cheated on to be in that position?
Right? Be in what position?
The
habitual cheater to say
more than once, bro.
One time.
Because if you're saying one time,
I think.
So you're saying the man who fell, you think he only fell once?
I'm not saying I think. There's been instances where somebody fell once and they never fell again.
So you think that when you say fell, are you saying they fell with one woman, or they only had sex with one woman one time?
Isn't it the same?
Nah, because I couldn't smash that one woman 100 times. So that is not
okay. Well,
I fell 100 times.
are you talking about like one affair and numerous? Because
numerous encounters in one affair, or numerous
with that
affairs.
same spouse, because with that same person,
Okay,
because that's deeper than I had sex one time with that one woman. Then I had sex 100 times with that
same woman.
Like, just think about how many hotels.
Is it weird that I separate the So for me, the numerous times again, to me is the same as, not the same, but I would more so bucket that in the habitual. Do you kind of
we agree.
Do you kind of get what my thinking is? To me, I kind of put that in the habitual versus one time I made my mistake and I never.
Young lady in the house.
Yeah,
Well,
it-
I might write you and say how many times.
Can I ask her one question?
Yes.
Or am I don't know if I'm
As a woman, the only woman in the house, would you prefer, let's say if you were married, that your husband cheat on you with one woman 100 times? Not saying you have to like either, but which one would you deem worse?
I already did
One woman 100 times, or 3 women 1 time each?
Golly, damn.
She said, ugh.
Most likely.
Yeah, both suck.
They both suck.
I agree.
Neither.
Because that one woman.
Yeah,
100
we
times-
agree to that. I already said not saying either one is good,
Yeah.
but if you had to select one, which one do you think it's better?
I don't know. Because there's so many levels to it. Because I'm like, okay, one person 100 times. That means that you must have built a connection with
Yeah.
that person.
It was long
And then
gone.
3 people is
And
like,
then
damn, you out
it's
here, out
like,
here.
damn, then
It's a cereal.
I'm thinking about my body, and it's like I don't know what you're getting out. Like it's just either
We
way.
went through a rough patch.
No.
Rough patch.
Mm-mm.
Rough patch is happening. That's what you were speaking on,
If
right?
it's a rough patch, then move. Like I would rather you clean break and then go do.
Or maybe he went to
No.
Dominican Republic
No.
and he dirtied himself. He happied himself.
Man, I just feel like it's complex.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm
It's-
saying.
Stay away from it.
It's complex. It's all about context,
Yeah.
and it's really how that woman feels.
So, women, the general consensus is women shouldn't accept the cheating disposition of a man.
Neither should
even
men.
though
I mean, women cheat too.
Heck yeah.
And
Not
not just
discreetly.
be physical.
Yeah, I'm
It'd be very emotional. But even that Tyler Perry movie, you saw where his wife was having the mental affair with the coworker and was saying, you know what I'm saying his name.
Oh, the white guy. You talking about Sanaa Lathan?
No, the why did I get married to?
Oh, that
when,
one.
when he was like,
yeah.
when he knew she was like,
Mhm.
when she was tripping.
Yeah.
She was saying his name during like
Yeah.
sexual intercourse.
Why did I get married?
It was like after they had their second kid, I guess she like, you know how like women kind of go through. So she thought,
my ego.
no, so she thought he didn't find her attractive anymore. So she had started having this emotional affair with one of her co-workers because they would get like lunch and
Yeah.
stuff.
And you know that happened. We have work wives,
Yeah.
work husbands.
And he started to pick up on it like, yo, something's like off with her.
And that's what I'm saying. It happens. Again, I see this a lot on my job every day because I do couples counseling. That's why I'm like, some people, they just go through that patch and they're married. Like, you know.
What's the one thing, I'm curious, what's the one thing that brings people? Is it financial? Is it
Man.
like not the one thing, but like the
Usually, usually it's not finance. I've seen finance, of course, but a lot of times it's not. A lot of times it's communication. A lot of times it's how much your life changes when you're married and you have kids. Like, you get together now and it's like, yo, it's me and you. We go to,
kids change everything.
we go to Toulon. You know what I'm saying? We go to Vegas. We doing this. Now, like, we're growing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe let's say you're this big rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You used to you and your girl. Now you going to show in Toronto. You going to this. And let's say you got kids. Now wifey, she taking care of little flex. You're performing here. You're performing there. Like, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know what I'm saying? It could be some resentment. Y'all not spending as much time. Which means y'all may not be communicating as much. She tired. She stressed. You might be meeting some women. So many things. And then think about it. You've known each other. Because I get a lot of couples who've been together for 15 years. So, you've had 15 years of sex. A lot of times the spontaneity goes out the window. Body is changing, so you're not having sex as much. because of so many different factors, time, work,
Life just changes.
life changes. And these kids is annoying as hell.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
So,
now they got kids coaching or something. This now parent coaching.
like, the kids, they wear you
Yeah.
out.
By the way, one of my friends, like all my friends that are like parents, one of my boys is like, he loves his kids, but he was like, sometimes he doesn't like them.
I love my daughter,
No,
but
it's,
she be wearing me out.
yeah, and he was,
You got a
my,
daughter?
Yeah, man.
my boy was telling me, he's like, he loves his
Yeah.
kids.
Wait, this news to me. You got a daughter?
Yeah, bro. I be posting her all the
You ever
time
seen
on my
her?
gram.
Man, it's not his daughter.
Capone. How old is she?
She too.
He got a daughter?
Yeah, I was at her birthday last year.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, that's his daughter.
Yo, she
Yeah.
look like Dizzle.
Yeah, I know
This guy.
Yeah, I know his wife's. I mean, his girl's.
Yeah, she look
my
like me.
mom.
You have a baby?
I missed this
She
this.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
No, I've been seeing you holding the baby. I didn't know that was your baby.
Yo, she look like me though.
She look like me. That ain't your kid.
Yo. Yeah, that's she too. And
Man.
she wears me out.
Mm-hmm.
So I to think of people who have multiple,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, like, think about you in your 40s. It's just a lot. So I think that's where that friendship is so important, because I think when you're friends, that helps you understand each other, right?
Mhm.
But a lot of people don't have those foundations. When people talk about foundation,
Yeah.
you know, if your foundation is like your faith, because you know there are these core beliefs when it comes to faith that kind of helps you as a person.
Facts.
Well, you gotta think about that. You're Christian, whatever. So if you're a true practicing Christian, that helps. Then you think about your friends. You actually like this person more than the romantic or they cute or they handsome. So that helps when those temptation comes in or you go through those rough patches.
You
But-
got a lot of mutual friends as well, or family.
Yeah, but if you don't have that,
It's like you had to build something to protect.
yeah, to protect.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that, so what's helping you?
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna stop you from? Guy, I'm on guy's trip. Let me wild out. What's gonna stop you? Nothing. You will happy yourself. And
You would ginger yourself.
yeah, you can get yourself. That's really what it
Yeah,
is.
that's true. That's true.
You know, people and then you throw in a pandemic this year. My goodness.
That pandemic will either bring your relationship together.
I feel, it's not that I feel bad, but like I feel like what makes marriages healthy is them having time to just have their regular lives outside of
the mayor.
outside of just living. Because like even like something as simple as her having girls' night, or you having boys' night where you playing poker, or y'all are watching football.
Yeah.
Like those little things,
It helps.
they help make the relationship or the whatever like better.
Yeah.
You need individualism in the
But
relationship.
a lot of people lose themselves in the relationship. And if one party wants the individualism but the other doesn't, then they make that person feel guilty for something that should be regular. Just because you're married does not mean you no longer have a life. You know, there's a way to have a healthy balance, and I think sometimes not having that balance. Now, if both of you are a believer in non-balance, hey, ginger yourself. You know, but sometimes it's not always like that. You can have one person that's okay, I'm married, I love you, but I still have some homeboys or homegirls. I still, every now and then, me and my girls, we want to, let's go watch movie. Or let's go to Beyonce concert. You know,
It's healthy. Like even my girl, I like that she has her
a friend.
her friend group, and she knows I have my friends. She's like, yo, go hang out with your friends. Because like even though like I'm more introverted, I still need to be around my core group of people to have like a healthy level of energy before I go back into my cave. Because if I'm just in the cave with no interaction with them, I'm gonna feel like something's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, what are your thoughts? What are your experiences?
Man. I mean, yeah, this idea of individualism, right, is very healthy. There's been some challenges as well. I think that it's important for you to spend your own time how you see fit, and spending time apart. Really, when you spend too much time together, it gets old. It gets dry. It
Facts.
gets it gets played out really quickly. So knowing when to have time for each other and when to have time to yourself separately, I think is important in any relationship. And from a personal experience, I think that's helped me, because at one time I think I was spending so much time.
I was in a position like that, bro.
Yeah.
Pulled away from my boys, and I'm like, never again. I'm never doing that ever again, bro. Never.
Can I ask you why though? Like in those instances that you did, like I guess spend excessive time with your queens, with your ex queens. What made you